welcome back. Oh my God, I'm just thinking, what season are we on? Four?
Whoa.
Four! Season four, as if. Where does the time go? We're so old.
Oh my God. You know what? I was doing this and I'm like, why do my hands look so so weird? I got my nails done the other day and I tried a new shape and it looks
Oh,
like,
because
I
they're
don't
a
know,
bit
it
more
looks
like
like
pointy.
they look odd.
Mine are like the square, like
No, they look
squarish,
very cute.
but they're grown out.
Yeah.
I literally got them for New York and look at the growth on those. They need to
Mine
come off.
are supposed to be almond shaped, but they're like
Oh,
more pointy, I think.
I like that though.
So
I
that's
always
why
want to try that.
I'm doing this and I look like a lizard. I don't know, like
I didn't notice until you said, but now I see it. Now they're like little claws. You're like a little
yes,
cat. Oh yeah, I cannot believe. So we're here in season four. Can you believe it? The time has gone so fast. And I
so
feel
fast.
like I was thinking about this earlier. I said to somebody, oh, I've got a podcast recording tonight. And it's someone who didn't know much about the podcast and they were asking me about it. And I was talking about all the things we talk about and the guests we have. I feel like we've covered so much, yet there's still so much to talk about. Like
Yeah.
there's so many topics that we've not even touched on yet. So I'm
Yeah.
excited for
I'm
all we've got in
excited
store.
too. I'm excited too because I feel like I've been organizing like the schedule for season 4 and I started putting things I wanted to have like, we have a guest and a duo episode and stuff. And I just put everything together. We have so many topics still in the list. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and we're already in December
Yeah.
booked, and it's just like, what? How?
I was so grateful for you because you're like the organized queen. I would just be I would be in shambles because you're just so good at organizing it all. Um, but yeah, we have so much. I feel like we've got like we could probably book in like 5 more seasons right now. We could
Yeah.
just fill our schedule for next year, I feel like,
No,
already.
absolutely. And like there is a lot of people I say like I'm going to contact to, book a time. But I feel like
Yeah.
if I tell them now, yeah, like these are our days in December, it's
Yeah.
just gonna be, oh, they're gonna forget about it. I
Yes.
think I need to do
Yeah.
it closer to the date, but
Yeah.
we have not forgotten about you guys. If you have asked to be on the podcast, we have you in the
Yeah.
radar. We just don't want to tell you now. And then it's going to be one of those like, oh, I forgot. No, we
Yes.
haven't.
Yeah. And we have so many people, like I know there's people we've talked about that we want to ask and things like that. So there's so many, but it might just take us maybe next year we will be in touch
Yeah,
at this
maybe.
rate. But we're just going to catch up a little bit today, and then we thought we'd start with something fun. So we're going to
Yes.
talk about 2000s TV shows. We've already
Hmm.
mentioned a few of our favorites to each other, so we're just going to chat about that and reminisce on some of our favorite TV shows
Yeah.
of the 2000s. So
Hmm.
how have you been? Catch us up on what's been happening with you.
Yeah. It's just like, as we were talking, it's just like, it's only been a 4 week
Hmm.
break, but it felt like it's been just like a week or 2 week break. Like it felt so short. And also we didn't want to take like a longer break because then, as we said, it's just gonna be like forever and ever until we're able to catch up with everybody that we want
Hmm.
to have on the podcast. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's been good. I'm a bit sick, so you will see from time to time I will mute my microphone because I'm just like, but at least I'm able to talk. Last week I was like, it was like a voice like this. It was really good for podcast. But God, that hurt so much. I just couldn't
Oh,
stop coughing, and obviously having meetings all day every day didn't really help.
yeah.
I went to my cousin's wedding in Spain. It was a theme wedding, like 70s,
Yes.
and my whole family, like we all dressed like in the 70s, like hippies and like peace and
It's
love.
so fun.
It was so, so, so much fun. And not much. I haven't really trying to relax, take time for myself. I had that trip to Milan for work.
Hmm. Hmm. Yes. So I was about to ask, like, have you been sick since that night sleep, lack of
Yes.
sleep?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
you need to fill everyone in on
yeah.
this.
So I went to Milan for work. And it was like a very last minute work trip. I was leaving on the 21st September. I'm flying back on the 24th, but on the 25th, at 5 a.m. I had a flight to go to Spain for my cousin's wedding, right? So I was already like, whoa, this is going to be hard on me. But the last night that I was in Milan, my room started doing really weird things. So I went to bed. You know, like in hotels, you have like that key card that you put for the light, right? So everything
Yeah.
works. So I just went to bed, turned the aircon off because it was too noisy. Couldn't fall asleep. And I was like, I'll just sleep with not many clothes on and I'll be fine. And at 3 a.m., I woke up freezing, like super cold. And then I hear like, what is the aircon on? Like, hello, how is this happening? So I wake up, going to try to like turn the aircon off, go back to bed. And as soon as you just put your duvet on and start again, the aircon, I was like, oh my God. And also it was like at 10 degrees. It was so
Mm.
low,
Yeah.
like freezing again, like that 4 times. And I was like, what is happening? Let me turn the light on because maybe I'm too asleep and I cannot see properly. And the light
Mhm.
was not working. So I was like, okay, something's happening here. And I called reception. They came up and gave me a new key, put it on, perfect, went back to bed. And an hour, like this was like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., the same thing again. The aircon starts on, the light is not working. So the key card kind of like, I don't know, like stopped working somehow.
Mhm.
So I called again and said like, oh yes, we'll be in a minute. Like, I'm by myself here in reception. I cannot get anybody up now because I
Mhm.
cannot leave the reception. So it's going to be in a minute. So obviously I was just there in the dark waiting for someone to come to my room. So I was like, I'm going to go
I
to
would
bed
be
because
scared. I feel like I'd be scared.
it was also pitch black everywhere. So I
Yeah.
was just like, oh my God, this is terrible. So then obviously I was wide awake. I just couldn't go
Mhm.
back to sleep. This guy came also, let's say the guy that came to give me the key was really good looking. So at least I didn't mind that. Him coming back twice to my room to give me the key. So he gave me the key, put it on, and I was like, okay, I'm really wide awake right now. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start working because with the
Mhm.
computer and the work is gonna make me like bored and gonna
Mhm.
want to
Yeah.
go to bed. And I start working, and then I just go really into it. I start working, and at 5 a.m., boom, the lights go off and the aircon comes on again. And I
Oh.
was like, oh my God, like, are you kidding me? Like, this is I was like, there is a ghost here and it's literally playing games with me because I cannot understand it otherwise.
So it was literally on the hour every
On the
time?
hour, it lasted an hour. Every car key lasted an hour.
How is this because you know what? I always thought those keys I never thought the actual key did anything. I thought you could put
Yeah.
anything in. Do you know when it's
Yeah.
just like
Contact.
pushing a
Yeah.
button? Yeah. But what on earth and how were they apologetic? Like, the fact that you were getting
Not
woken up
really.
at every
Really. Well, they came in at 5 a.m. with another key. I called them and I was like, guys, like, this is not right. Like the aircon keeps
Yeah.
coming on. And they say like, okay, we'll disconnect the aircon from the control panel downstairs. And I was like, awesome, but please also fix the light. But then by that time I was like, this makes no sense now because I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to wake
Yeah.
up like in an hour
Yeah.
or so to get
Yeah,
ready and
yeah.
just do everything. So I had been awake since 3 a.m. I had, I don't know how many espressos. Thank God that in Italy they do like strong espressos to just keep awake. Because then that night I was flying home and I was flying to London City Airport. Then from
Mhm.
there, I was landing like at 9:30 p.m. and I
Mhm.
needed to then go from London City Airport to London's King's Cross to take my train home. And the last train was
Mhm.
at 11 p.m. And I was just cutting it like so short to just be able to get there in time. I was just so stressed already. Just, got home,
Mhm.
arrived home like at half past midnight. And then at 3 a.m., I had to leave for the airport to Stansted
Oh,
to go
damn.
to Spain. And by that time that I went to bed on Thursday, I had been awake for more than 24 hours already. And then obviously my nephew was a little bit sick. So it was just like
It
the
was bound to
perfect
happen.
recipe for that.
You literally arrived, like, ready for the germs, like, "I'm
Oh God.
susceptible to whatever you wanna
Yes.
give me."
Literally, I have no immune system. Come to me.
And I know children are just the best way to get ill, I
Yeah.
tell you.
Yeah.
Just hang around some kids, you'll get
Yeah.
ill pretty easily.
Oh man. But yeah, that's been me and I've been trying a new eye serum from The Ordinary
Oh.
that
Mhm.
is removing my like my pigmentation. underneath my
Really?
eyes.
Oh, well, you look very fresh.
I love
Yeah.
it. I've been using it for a week
Wow.
only, and I've already seen a difference.
That's really good because I don't know whether I'm just not, like, consistent enough with products and don't give them enough chance, but I feel like I try stuff and I just never feel like I see any
Yeah.
difference with anything.
I
So the
mean, I don't
fact that
know
you
if
can already
yeah,
yeah.
I already see it. I don't know if it's some placebo effect and me really wanting it to work or not.
Yeah, have you had more sleep as well recently?
Uh, Not really, because my cats wake up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and it's not like throwing things to the floor and stuff, so no.
Oh my god, that's worse than children.
Yes, yes, it is. But anyway, how have you been? You went to New York to hand over?
Yes. Oh my god, this is what I mean by I feel like I've blinked since we last spoke, and I'm here because 'cause I've just been so busy with so many different things. Um, just yeah. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest. It was a great trip. I loved being in New York, and it was nice to be there without the pressure of competing and just to be
Yeah,
just, like, hanging out and just enjoying the whole process without that feeling. Although I have to say, because I wasn't competing, I missed that, like, adrenaline
yeah,
buzz
yeah,
that because I feel like when you're at a pageant, you're, like, running on, like, this
yeah,
excited energy. Whereas I obviously don't really have that when you're handing over, so it was a different experience.
yeah.
Walked in a fashion show for a designer, so that was a pretty
Oh,
cool
yeah.
experience. So something like because it was my last and I'd wanted to just go and, like, enjoy the handover and kinda end
Mhm.
that phase of life and the whole experience, I feel like I just embraced, like, walking in the show
Good.
and stuff. It's not something I'm really gonna probably don't ever do again.
Yeah.
So I thought just a cool thing to say I've done when I'm older. So really just embrace that, but I was very, very homesick, I've got to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, when
Uh,
you don't have that adrenaline, right? Like, you have time to think of
yes,
other stuff.
exactly. That's why I think if I'd have had that, it would have gone like got me through it because I'd have been focused. Like if you are obviously trying to put your best foot forward and you're in the competition, you're so focused that you're
Yeah.
able to like keep your mind busy. Whereas I think Mila had only just started school, so actually she
Mhm.
hadn't started school when we were last
Oh, yes.
on the
Yeah.
podcast. So Mila started school. I can't even begin to explain how much harder I thought it was than I thought it was gonna be for her to start school. Very weird. It's a very weird transition. She loved it. I found
Mhm.
it so much harder than I thought I would
Because of
because
the
it's like
schedule or
it's an emotional it's funny, I've
okay.
spoken to a couple of my friends and they all felt the same. I think it's like this really significant point in time where you feel like you've lost the little
Mm.
person and they're
Yeah.
like moving into this next phase and it's very straight it was very strange. I found it much harder than I thought I was gonna.
Mhm.
And then she started school and I think I was going through all these feelings and then I had to leave her. I was
Oh,
like, "This is just the
yeah.
worst timing," you know? If we
Yes.
were in
Yeah.
our
It didn't help.
normal like, yeah, our normal schedule and our normal, like, life routine before that, I think I'd have found it easier to leave, but I think
Mhm.
because everything had just changed and then I had to go, that I felt like I felt worse about going,
Yeah.
and then I was okay when I was there, I managed to switch off, and it's so funny because Liam said she was absolutely fine at
Yeah.
home,
She was like,
but
"I
then
have
we
a
would
new life here."
and then we'd start this, we'd start like a FaceTime call or something, and I'd say, "Oh, hello," like, and she'll say, "Mummy, I just want you, Mummy. I've been crying all day." Oh, dagger to the heart. It made me feel sad. And then I was like sad for ages, and Leah would literally message me and be like, "She's been fine. Like, she's
Yeah.
actually not even
She's a
sad."
drama queen only. That's the
She just knew what to say.
yeah, exactly. She knows what to say for you when you come back, you're just with her and you bring her, like, the biggest present ever from New York.
Yes. Well, I told her, I'd said to her, like, I classed it as a work trip because I was going to Handover. It wasn't like a holiday.
Yeah.
And so I said to her, "Mummy's going on a trip, like a work trip," is how I'd explained it to her when
Mhm.
I was telling her where I was going. So I did ask her before I went, "What would you like Mummy to bring you from her trip?" And she said, "I don't know what you can bring me from a work trip. Maybe a laptop?"
She's clever. She's good. Just give me a laptop. Yeah.
So what did I do? I bought her a little, like, laptop that has, like it's like a kid's laptop with a little
Yeah.
screen. I was looking when I was in America, and I was thinking, like, "Where am I even gonna get this from?" So I ended up ordering it from Amazon to arrive the day that I got home. So I
Oh,
gave it to her as a gift when I got home. Oh, and it's right next to me, but I got her a little, New
oh,
York
nice. That's
hat,
cute. Yeah.
and here's mine. So we've got
Cool.
matching hats.
Yeah. Nice.
So that was her thing from New York, and then the laptop I
Mhm.
bought out of
Yeah.
just out of sheer guilt to make me feel better.
Yeah. Sounds wonderful.
So yeah, it was a lovely trip, but it was emotional, I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, start of a new academic year at the university, so very busy with work and just getting into
New
my new routine.
new hairdo.
My new hairstyle, my
Yeah.
new chop,
I love it. It's so
getting used
cute.
to it.
Yeah. Now
It's
we need
funny 'cause
updated photos.
oh, yes, we do. I was thinking that just generally. I thought when I went to New York, I
Yeah.
thought, "Oh, well, at least I'm not gonna have to pay for photo shoots or anything, like, I'm not gonna need to do
Oh, yeah.
anything for a while." Then I realized, well, actually, I probably could do with at least a few pictures of what I look like currently for just general things that I might need them
Mhm.
for. I was like, "Oh, what have I done now? I'm gonna have to have another photo shoot."
I love the photos that you had, like, walking down the street in New York. They were really good.
Oh, yeah, that was really fun. I enjoyed that. That was another, like, just cool experience and something to keep as well. So it was really nice.
Yeah.
But now it feels like I never went.
And it kinda, like, brings us to our topic of today, which
Mhm.
is, like,
Yeah.
thousands TV shows. And I was just
Mhm.
thinking, why are millennials, and I feel it's us, just the only generations that
Mhm.
always go back to shows that we have watched 1,000 times and we just watch them again, kind of like our comfort
Yeah.
show that we just put
Mhm.
even, like, in the background. We don't even need to be watching it, we just have it in the background. And I was like, I think it would be nice for us to go through the TV shows that we used to watch, the ones that we keep watching over and over again maybe, and just try to see, like, why is that? Because obviously one of the things, a couple of those photos that you posted were all about, like, Gossip Girl related,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
XOXO,
yeah.
Gossip Girl. That's one
So
of the
true. Yeah.
2000 TV shows.
Mhm. Yes. And I definitely go on and I've gone back and watched Gossip Girl countless amounts of
Mhm.
times, like, so many times. I'll go and put that on. I think it's something about, like, an easier time in life, do you know, like,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
maybe.
I definitely go back and put things on that I watched in my life when I had less responsibility, I was less stressed, and I think having it on gives you that, like I definitely struggle to switch off and to relax, and I think having something like that on maybe take
Mhm.
you to a different
Yeah, a
place.
different yeah, different
Yeah,
time and space.
yes, another dimension.
Yes. No, actually, but you're so right. Yes, like that era is when we were just like at school.
Mhm.
Our only responsibility was just going to class,
Yeah.
pay attention,
Mhm.
and pass our exams, and
Yeah.
that's it,
Yeah.
right? That was like the perfect time because even when we were in our early 20s, we could have like even a little job or something. We got money, we could just like spend it, but it was not like you need to pay a mortgage and you need to pay the
Yes.
bills and
Yeah.
blah 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 blah
Oh,
blah.
yeah. I always think just that, like I don't know, there's just, like, this beauty in being slightly naive. Like,
Yes.
there's just, like, not knowing certain things or just not like, certain things just not being something that you think about or, there's a phase in your life, I think, that we would definitely don't appreciate until later in life when we look
Yeah.
back,
Yes.
where we think, like, "Oh, you had it good then." Like, I always think back to when I was at uni, I used to get so stressed about my uni assignments because I really wanted to do well at university. And now I look at my students and I'm like, "Make the most of this bloody free time." Like, obviously
Mhm.
work hard on your degree, but also, like, you're never gonna have a time in your life where you're doing your degree on certain days, but then you have flexibility and you have some other parts of the day where you can just do whatever you
Exactly.
want, or I definitely think certain TV shows take me to that
Yes.
place.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
So let's go through the list. So obviously we have mentioned Gossip Girl. I think
Mhm.
who
Yeah.
was not obsessed with Gossip Girl
Mhm.
back in the day? It was just
Yeah.
like the show, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't think I know anybody that has like at least any woman. I don't know about the guys, but at least the girls, they were all watching Gossip Girl.
It's just I think when I watch it, it's like, like now the trends change, don't they? Like I
Yeah.
look at people of that age, and if I watched like a program now that had people of that sort of age that the people in Gossip Girl are, I don't relate. I don't. It's like when I go back and watch Gossip Girl, the way they dress and everything is
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
us reflects what it was
Yeah.
like to be that age.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like I just don't relate nowadays. So I feel like going back and watching it, it's like I don't it's just so fun seeing, like, the outfits and things
Mm.
that in sometimes like, you wouldn't necessarily wear now, but are things that, like,
Yeah.
back then we
But
wore
I
and
also feel
took inspiration from.
like the writing back then was much better than the
Mhm.
writing
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't know. And
Mhm.
maybe that's why as well we like and it's not just us, it's also like people of the new generation now watching those
Yeah.
shows, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Like Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone is
Yeah.
watching Gilmore Girls now.
Yeah. I need to start watching it.
Yeah,
I
you
haven't
should.
started yet.
I watch it every fall because I mean that's the thing that's the thing that I do and that's the thing to do, right? To watch it in the fall. But I think
Mhm.
it's because the writing is also so good.
Yeah. I do think nowadays they just churn out TV shows. It's like, you've got all like Netflix now has all their Netflix
Yeah.
series, and
Yes.
I think it's like they're churned out so fast. Whereas I don't know much about the industry, but I'm wondering whether when we were younger, like there was more invested and more time in TV shows before. Do you
Well,
feel like did we wait longer between seasons of
no.
shows? Uh-huh.
No, we didn't. But also our seasons were like 20 episodes, 22 episodes
Yeah.
long, you know?
Yeah.
They were also
Yeah.
like long seasons. So they were kind of like writing a lot
Mhm.
as they went, right? And
Yeah.
if the show was a success, they had already been planning the following
Mhm.
season. So I feel like we didn't really wait it as much as we are waiting now sometimes in between seasons because a season
Yeah.
is what, 6 episodes, 8 max?
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
they take like maybe a year or sometimes even 2 years to release the next season. Whether
Mhm.
before it was just kind of like a season a year, more or less.
Yeah, and you know what I've just realized that I'd completely forgot? Like now when a series comes out, I can sit and I might binge
The
and
whole,
watch it all in a day. Whereas we used to have to wait till a certain
I
time and day
know,
each week when it was on the telly.
I know. And we waited.
And when I watched if did you watch the summer I Turned Pretty? Have
I
you watched
started the
it?
second season, but I didn't like it
Okay.
that much. But yeah, yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
once a week the episode. Yeah,
Yes, when it goes coming out once a week, at first I was like, "Oh, this is so annoying. Like, why unnecessarily make me wait
yeah,
every week?" But then I started to really enjoy it, and then maybe that's because that used to be
the way. Yeah,
there was something nice in it that I was like, "Oh, I'm looking forward to Wednesday so I can watch the
yeah,
next episode." And we just don't have that now. That it was a nice part of my week where I'm like, "Oh, tomorrow I get to watch the next episode of The Summer I Turned Pretty," and that was what it was like for us. Whereas
yes,
now, like, it comes out, I'll watch it all in a week, and then it feels like I have to wait longer because I have to wait for the next
yes,
season, whereas
exactly.
before I'd have had to wait and it'd have been spread out
Yeah,
over.
because if it was like 20, I think the minimum was 22 episodes, and they can just go
Mhm,
up to 25 or something like that.
mhm,
That is like a few months
mhm. Yeah.
of,
Yeah,
maybe like 6 months. I don't know,
yeah.
like 22
Like us on the
weeks.
podcast.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. So we had to wait, and I do remember, like you said, like it makes you excited to watch the next episode. And I used to meet with friends to watch Gossip
Yeah,
Girl, for example, and it was like
yes.
our evening,
Mhm.
our Thursday evening was
Yeah,
just meeting at one of the girls' dorms and just go and watch the episode with popcorn or takeaway or
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, I had that so me and a friend, in sixth form, we would go back to my house and watch Made in Chelsea because it was like right in the early days of Made in Chelsea, and we'd always get a chippy and then knobbly bobbly lollies, like ice
What's
cream
that?
lollies with all they're called knobbly bobblies. They're like lollies. We still have them, and then they have like chocolate covered, and then they have all the little sprinkles. They're like balls.
Oh, okay, okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say like next time bring me one, but I can't because it has chocolate. But yeah, I know which ones you mean.
Oh. Yeah, so we used to get them, but that's so nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's I miss when you made an occasion of these
That's what I
things.
was gonna say. Like I was
Yeah.
like, it's like what you said about Blockbuster, right? You just made
Yeah.
it like an occasion of it. And then you had
Mhm.
like, I feel like we also remember more the episodes because you always relate them to whatever it is that you were doing with your friends at that day or the gossip that was going on that you were
Mhm.
discussing in
Yes.
between before or
Yeah.
after you were watching the show.
Mhm.
So being back in those times, being young.
I know. I think that's why when I go back and watch, like, those programs, I see those people in those programs are the same age as they've always been, and then it's like, I'm also the same age I was when I first watched this.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
They, like,
Yeah.
never age, you just get they're, like, locked in time.
Yeah.
It's the
And to be
same
honest,
age.
we already said it, right? Millennials are the Peter Pan generation. We're always gonna look this young forever.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's good.
I got ID'd in Sainsbury's the other week,
Good.
and I said, "Do you wanna come a bit closer, have a better look at my wrinkles?" Because I'm nearly 32. And then I had wine in my shopping, and I had an energy drink, and I said to
Mhm.
her, "Don't take my energy drink. You have to be 16. Like, please don't take." So she took my wine, and then she clicked the button that said, "I look over 25" to let me have my energy drink, and I thought, "Well, this isn't making any sense now. You may as well give me back my wine as well."
It's crazy like that you get ID for energy drinks. I mean, I
Yeah.
get it if you look like 7
Yeah,
or
yeah.
10. Okay.
Come on, come on. I'm
But
clearly
like,
over 16. I mean, I'll take the compliment, but there's just no way I look
yeah.
under 16.
Anyway, you know that you mentioned, the summer I turned pretty.
Mhm.
And like it's all about like this love triangle between two brothers and this girl. And I saw a TikTok saying like this generation doesn't know what a love triangle is. The OG love triangle is
Vampire
the
Diaries.
Scott brothers
Oh,
from One Tree Hill and
I don't
Peyton.
know it. I don't know if I've ever watched One Tree Hill.
What do you mean you love Chad Michael Murray? How come you didn't watch One Tree Hill?
I don't know if I have. It's one my memory's terrible, so I feel like I'm gonna
Oh
have to
yeah.
go back and see. I feel like I might have watched bits. I'm gonna have to go back and look. I'm gonna have
Yeah, and if
to.
not, I have the DVD, so we can do a
I thought you were gonna say
weekend.
Vampire Diaries, 'cause
Oh yes, of course,
Helena and
of course,
that's
yes.
what I was thinking of.
How many? How
Yeah,
many
because
love
then
triangles between brothers?
also, I mean, it's not brothers, but Twilight, you have Jacob and
Yeah,
I feel like it's
but
always like
Vampire
the battle
Diaries
of the
is
men.
proper brothers.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So Vampire Diaries, that's what I thought you were gonna say. That's like
Oh yeah,
my
no, but that's that as well. Is that is they are like the same time. They were all
yeah,
out
yeah.
at the same time. So
Mhm.
yeah, I watch both,
Which
of course.
which brother would you choose from Vampire Diaries?
I like Damon.
Yeah, he's the bad one, right?
Yeah,
Me
I like
too.
Damon.
Didn't
But
I feel
because
like
I
everyone did.
yeah, but because I think I like brown hair, light eyes.
Mhm.
I like him
Yeah.
better than Stefan.
Yeah, me too, but
Stefan
he also
was
had a bit of like
too softy,
yes, exactly. Yeah. Everyone likes a little bit rough around the edges.
especially when you're younger.
So many good shows.
Do you rewatch Vampire Diaries, or have you?
I haven't in a long time. I sometimes wonder, there's certain programs that I could definitely go back and watch again, like Gossip Girl. Vampire Diaries, I think I'd have to try and see, but there's certain ones where I think I don't know whether I'll find the storyline just too bizarre at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of them I'm not sure if I could do it again, or I don't want to lose the
Mm.
magic. I think if I watch it again, am I going to view it differently? Then it's ruined forever.
I mean, I think like every single show that you watch when you watch it as you get older,
Mhm.
you watch certain things and you have a different perspective, and you're like,
Yes.
oh, maybe, maybe this was a bit too far fetched or something like that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But but yeah, I think I just watch them because it just makes me feel
Mhm.
cozy. I don't know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm not paying attention at it 100% of
Mhm.
the time,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah.
but yeah, and I have not rewatched Vampire Diaries.
Mhm.
I have rewatched One Tree Hill, but because it just came back into my TV, and now I'm rewatching Charmed.
Oh, yes, we mentioned Charmed. You know what? I loved Charmed. That was like one of my. I haven't watched it for years and years, but I remember it like just being really significant when I was younger. Like
Yeah.
it's the sisters, isn't it? They live
Yeah.
together, and then one of them's got a boyfriend who's like an angel, right?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. So I don't remember full storylines, but I just remember loving it at the
Yeah, no,
time.
it's so good. I just like I think I've watched it every year.
Hmm.
It was in Amazon Prime for free before, now they are removed it and now it's in Paramount Plus. And I've only realized this morning when I was gonna watch an episode, I was like, "Oh,
Oh
Paramount Plus,
no!
damn it!" And then I realized actually I have a free Paramount Plus subscription for a year because it came with my new phone contract that I had
Oh,
to renew. Give it to me, and
mistake.
I was not going to activate it, because it's like
Yeah.
another one, like Netflix Prime, Disney Plus, like another one. It's just like I'm not really gonna be. And I was like, no, I have to. I'm activating it because I need to continue watching Charmed.
And then
Don't let
the
me
whole year.
hanging.
Oh, you know what happened once on Netflix? It was a program called, this isn't a 2000s program, but it's a program called Manifest. I don't know if you've ever
Oh my god,
seen
yes,
it.
they cancelled it. Where
Oh,
is the all of the seasons?
when I was on Netflix at one point and I watched season one and then it went on to the next episode and I was like, this doesn't like what like lots seems to have happened between seasons. And then I looked and it had gone from like season one. They had like season one and season three
Yeah, it
on
makes no
Netflix
makes no sense. Like
and
why?
then season two.
Why would you skip season? Oh, because it's manifest. You have like a time jump, so you don't get to see season two.
I stopped watching because I was like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
it makes
I
no
need to
sense.
see
Yeah.
the season in between. Like, I'm not going to
Yeah.
keep watching this. And now spoilers in the first episode because it just, do you know, when it just continues on.
Yes. Yeah.
And so now I do think they have them all, but out of principle, I'm not watching it because I'm
I don't know
still
if I
feeling
think it's not there
hurt.
anymore. That's why I said like
Oh,
they canceled it because I was like there was nothing.
yeah. But yeah, like, who does that? Don't give me
I don't
season one
know.
and season three and no season two or whatever it was
I
because
mean,
that's just
I
not
see
right.
them doing that with reality TV, which makes sense. Oh, because
Mhm.
it doesn't
It doesn't really
that's it
matter.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah, yeah.
But with proper TV shows, like why would you do that? And
Yeah.
also, why do you remove popular shows from your platform?
Mhm.
Like why Prime? Why did you remove Charmed from your platform?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that I was not the only one watching.
Yeah. They saw you pop up and they thought, "Ha we know how to mess with it."
Get her to pay for Paramount. Joke's on you. I got it for free for a year.
Yes. You found a way around the system.
When I was thinking about like, okay, what shows were in the 2000s and stuff, I realized was in the 2000s because of these certain TV shows that I was so much into true crime,
Oh, yeah.
like Criminal Minds,
Mhm.
CSI,
Yeah.
Veronica Mars,
Mhm.
all of those
Yeah.
shows. I was obsessed with them. I think there
Yeah.
was another one called Cold Case or something like that.
I watched all of these, and even, like, before that, like, with my family, there was, like, The Bill, which was like a cops, like a police
Hmm.
TV show thing.
Is
It
that
was
like a
like
UK
it was
specific one?
like
Or?
probably it was like, when we would have on the weekend, like or on the evening, like Coronation Street or
Uh-huh.
Emmerdale, like those kind of soaps, and then The Bill would be on after a while. Like, it was like something that the family all watched that was on the telly, and so I watched things like that as well.
Yeah. I don't know. There was like I just feel like there's been a shift, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
From really good TV shows to I feel like now documentaries sometimes are much better than TV shows. Honestly.
100%. I always choose the documentary. It's like my husband actually gets sick of it 'cause we sit down to watch TV and he's like, "Right, what kind of thing do you wanna watch?" I'm like, "True crime documentary." It's like, "Again? We watched on this day and the day before, and the day before," but I just feel like they don't fail me. Like, if I watch
Yeah,
a documentary, even if it's not, like, the most riveting documentary I've ever seen, it's gonna tell me a full story with twists and turns, and that I'm happy with that. Whereas with TV shows, I just never know what I'm gonna get with some of them. You
yeah,
just don't know.
I know.
Al although we've watched a couple of quite good TV shows on Netflix recently. We watched one called Wayward, which is, like, about those schools in America where kids would get, like, kidnapped, like, naughty teens would get kidnapped by the schools from their house and taken
Oh,
to the school, but then the
yeah.
schools got
Like
a
the Paris
lot.
Hilton thing that she went to.
I don't know,
They
maybe.
kidnapped her from her house and then took her to this
Mhm.
school.
Yeah, like a boarding
Trouble
school.
kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a documentary, I don't know if you've seen it on Netflix,
No.
but there's a good documentary about schools like that, and, like, uncovering all the truths behind, like, the dodgy stuff that was going on and the abuse within the schools and stuff, and then there's a series now, which I assume is, like, related
Yeah.
because it's, like, inspired by that story, I imagine, or similar stories to that, um,
Is that
that you
yeah,
should watch.
that's new. That has just come out
Yeah,
recently. Yeah.
yes, yeah. But I feel like, you were saying you feel like you were inspired for true crime and stuff through shows you watch. I feel like similar about I loved America's Next Top Model, Britain's Next Top Model, all the,
Yes.
like, modeling
Yes.
shows of the time, and I'm pretty sure that probably, like, influenced when pageants finally came around.
Oh,
Like, the excitement of, like, I know it's a bit different, but, like, the excitement of the competition and
yeah.
all of that and the different rounds and the stuff. I absolutely love the top
Yeah.
model
I loved
reality
it.
shows.
I couldn't like for me, they were not on TV
Oh,
in Spain.
really?
So I had to go on the internet and just watch them online and try to find places to watch them online or
Mhm.
download them illegally
Yeah. Yes. We used to be able
to
to
be
do
able to
that
watch them. Yeah.
so easily, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it
You
was
could watch
crazy what you can
anything.
get
Yeah.
on the internet back then. There were no filters. You can just get anything. You know what? Once I remember I downloaded a movie to watch with my mom. It was not the movie that I thought. It was literally we would start watching the movie, and it was like this girl like walking in the field, blah blah blah, and then
Mhm.
she sees a horse. Well, let me tell you that what happened later with the horse was not for anybody to see. No teenager should
How
be
did you get
watching
that
that.
far? How did you get that far in the film? What happened before that point?
Nothing. That was just the beginning of the film. So we were just my mom and I were just watching there, like sitting, and then suddenly we were like, remove, get out, escape, escape. Terrible because sometimes you downloaded movies
Yeah.
because of the name of the movie. It was like a movie, but it was not the
Yeah,
movie. It
it's
was
not
a
the
porn.
one.
It was
Yeah,
literally
because
porn.
they all have the thing is so many films have the same name as well, so
Yeah.
it was very hard to navigate. Yeah, I can see how it could be done, but not an experience you want with your mum, is it?
No, no.
Let's pray that never happens to me.
Oh god, that was bad. But yeah, like that's how I used to watch America's Next Top Model, and I was
Mhm.
obsessed as well. I just loved everything about it. And now looking back, I'm like, okay, maybe that was not the healthiest program to watch.
Yes, you know what? I think it's so weird, like, how times change and your perspective changes as, like, the world changes, right? Because back then, I wouldn't have batted an eyelid at it. It
No, I
was
mean, no, I
totally,
didn't.
like yeah, like, it was normal, like, I don't know, I just wouldn't have thought anything of it at all, and I don't even think that was an age thing, I think it was, like, a cultural thing, like, it
Yes.
was just normal. And then now I see clips of it, and I'm like, "What?" Like, some of the things, I'm like, "What on earth?" Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I would love to see something like that again, but obviously done differently, like, not the same as what it was
Mhm.
then,
Yeah.
like, I would love it to
Yeah.
for it to be I mean, like, what it means to be a model's changed, right? So the show
Yes.
would be different
Yeah.
now if they were doing it. But I would love some of that, like, that sort of reality TV back.
Yeah.
As much as I love, like I like watching, like, Love Is Blind and the current
Mm.
reality TV shows and stuff, Well, I watched have you seen Hitmakers, which is, like, about
Yes,
music
the
writers?
mhm.
I
So,
loved the
I don't yeah,
yeah, I loved that even though it wasn't, like, a competition where people got, it's not like people get, what's the word, eliminated or whatever.
yeah,
It was just, like, cool to see behind the scenes of a different industry, and that's I feel like at the moment, all of the reality TV, shows are just, like, love. They're just, like, it's all dating.
and also, it's the production. I feel
Yeah.
like back then the production was fast-paced, cool,
Mhm.
like, it kept
Yeah.
you entertained and engaged every
Mhm.
single frame, right?
Yes.
Now I
Yeah.
just feel like sometimes I start watching a new show and I'm
Mhm.
engaged for, like, maybe the first episode, and then the next one is like, "Oh, it's the same as the previous one," because I'm
Yeah, yeah.
learning about, like, every single one of these contestants.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah.
Episode 5 is when things start getting a little bit better
Yeah.
and then boring again. So it's kind of like back then, it was, like, faster and you were engaged throughout the whole episode.
Yeah. You know what? I think, like, as bad as it sounds, back then we like, in those programs, we didn't really find out about the contestants'
Yeah.
background. Not that I
No,
remember. Like, I feel like in maybe in some of the modern ones, we saw, like, a little bit of their audition tape or something, like, tiny
but
clips of
but
them at home.
seconds.
Yeah. Whereas, like, now it's so much
Yeah.
in
It's
depth
like,
about the
"This is
people.
me. I live in the farm, and I've been,
Yeah.
like, I don't know how many years here. This
The
is my album
formula
from
is
when I was born."
the formula is so the same, you're right, though. It's like they follow
Yeah.
such a formula. It would be nice
Yes.
to change it up a little bit.
Yeah. Yes, because as I said, like, my attention span is short
Mhm.
nowadays.
Yeah. And there's just nothing that has, like the things I loved about those modelling programs is they would have, like, a challenge, and then they would do, like,
Yeah.
these bizarre photo shoots, and then it would show you all the pictures, and you could, like,
Mhm.
at home almost be like, "Oh, that's my favorite one," or, like,
Yeah.
the style of it was just good, and it changed every single week, like, the challenges and stuff. I just don't feel
Yes.
like there's anything like I mean, somebody please tell me if there is something like that that I can watch, but I don't feel like there's any show
I
like
mean, I
that.
think the only show that I would say that resembles that is the Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders,
Love it.
new ones on
Yeah,
Netflix. Still a little
yeah,
bit longer. I
mhm,
really like the way that it was done
yes,
when it was in MTV.
yeah,
But I think that's one that is maybe similar, where you have also the
yeah,
makeovers, and then you see everything
yes,
that they get to see. There is eliminations
yes,
almost
and
every
I am
episode.
obsessed with that.
With
That
eliminations?
must be why. No, I'm obsessed with Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like it must be because of it's like
Uh,
I'm
yes.
getting a little bit of what I used to get from
Yeah.
something else.
Okay, I
Yeah.
feel like you love eliminations.
Not that heartless, not that heartless. I love to see them succeed, but I do think it has to have that, like it does have to have those ups and downs, and
Yes.
that's what keeps you engaged, right?
Yeah. Oh, another show I'm just looking into. Did you used to watch Desperate Housewives?
I never watched it, like, from beginning to
Mhm.
end, but I've seen multiple parts of
Yeah.
Desperate Housewives. I feel like it was very much, like, a show of the time.
Yeah. Oh, you need to watch it.
Yeah, okay.
It's good.
That's another I'm gonna have to write a list.
Yes. I mean, there is just so many. Like,
Yeah,
the 2000s was, we always say, like, it was the best time.
it was.
The early 2000s, like, 2000 to 2010, I think. That's where we got the best TV shows. Then 2010s, still good,
Mhm.
nice TV shows, but I think, like, core TV shows was about, like, the 2000 to 2010s.
I feel like there was more variety.
Mm,
And I feel like the shows were all different, but then they all just had this something about them. I don't know if it's the music in them, the style of the filming. They just
it's
had
the
this
music.
character. They had character to them, like and yeah, like the music, when you hear music from certain shows from then you knew what it was straight away, and it gave you that feeling of like, ah,
Yeah,
like, your favorite show.
yeah.
I just maybe 'cause again, on Netflix and stuff now, if you're watching and they're just going through episodes, I don't think it plays the opening.
Oh, you can skip it, right?
Shows don't have that same opening anymore,
Yeah, because you skip it. It's like, bye, skip.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cannot like get out, skip.
yeah. Whereas
And it's
before
just
you had
not
the build up, the show's about to come on, and then you'd have all the build up of the intro, like you couldn't skip it.
yeah. Yeah.
We were like made to like work for good things at that time. You had
Yes.
to wait and you had to
Yeah.
the anticipation. We get things too easy now. It's too
Yes.
easy.
And do you feel like many of the TV shows were also kind of like because obviously there was no Spotify or anything like that back then.
Mhm.
Just the uTorrent where you could just download music for but kind of like the like an open door for bands to be able to showcase their songs, right? So in One Tree Hill you had music.
Mhm.
Charmed, once they
Yeah.
had the P3 club, there was always pretty much like in
Mhm.
every episode there was gonna be like a band playing, and you were
Yeah.
just getting to know new
Yeah.
bands,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. They had actual bands in TV shows as well, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like when
Right. Yeah.
they would have like an actual band playing if they went to something, like it would I don't think you see that as much anymore.
No.
But they would have like actual bands do like a guest spot on the show and be playing their music.
Yes. Things have changed a lot with technology. I mean, I guess like now they don't need it because artists just release their own stuff on
Yeah.
TikTok, YouTube, or whatever, right? But yeah, back then you had like even like the MTV. Do you had something like because obviously I've never watched the English version of like MTV, right? But in
Yeah.
Spain we had the MTV Spain,
Mhm.
and there were shows where there was like artists coming on and performing, and there was like
Mhm.
a little audience, people, and they were performing for the audience. Was the same
I'm
here?
sure we would have had that. I don't remember everything on MTV, but I'm sure that like in between shows even they'd have like mini like shows, wouldn't they? And all of
Mm-hmm.
that. So I'm sure they would have had stuff like
Yes.
that on our MTV.
Yeah.
I feel I've just thought of like Jackass. Do you know the program Jackass?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like this MTV, for example, had this such like a rough and ready vibe with like Jackass. They had like Paris Hilton's show.
Oh yeah. The Simple Life.
Yes. And it was like I feel like that time was like unapologetic.
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh the.
people that were on reality TV shows were being themselves back then, and they
Mm-hmm.
weren't like I mean, Paris Hilton and that were obviously playing up for the camera, but
Mhm.
they were all people you got all people with different character and
Yeah.
different, like
Like the Jersey
I feel like
Shore.
people were a little
Oh.
it felt a little bit more raw, like you were watching real people, whereas now, like, people on reality TV are on there because they wanna be an influencer or they
Oh yeah.
wanna there's,
Mm-hmm.
like, different motivation now, and I feel like people are acting or putting on a persona or they're more worried about what they're gonna say, like TV back then had this more like it felt like you were really just seeing people being people.
Yeah. I mean, reality TV is always produced, right? Like
Yeah,
no matter what
yeah,
you do, is produced. But
yeah.
I feel like nowadays, especially for like those reality TV shows that is for young people, they
Mhm.
only cast certain type of
Yeah.
to be on the shows, right?
Mhm.
Whether back then you have like a mix of anything and whatever is
Yeah.
gonna give you good TV. It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
matter if you're
yeah,
tall, short,
yeah,
whatever. You're gonna be good TV, you're gonna give me good content, you're in.
yeah. Even, like, another good example of this is, The Osbournes,
Mhm.
and it was, like, following the Osbourne family, and he would just be, like, shouting, and Ozzy Osbourne would be, like, shouting and swearing and stuff in the there was just, like, this real, like, grit TV that we
Yeah.
don't feel like we get now. Do you know what I
I mean,
mean? Like, TV now is so polished, like, everyone's so polished.
I think that's why I like the Kardashians and the some of
Yeah.
the Real Housewives
Mhm.
franchises because they are
Yes.
like unhinged and
Yes,
like
that's it. That's their
crazy. Like
little
it's
secret sauce.
yeah, like that's I mean, there is no chance you could have produced that. Like
Yeah.
no chance. Like no one is gonna want to show themselves being that level of
Yes.
crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
show
which was
their
missing from a lot of other things, I think. Like,
mhm,
there's something about people just being themselves and, like,
mhm.
getting to see real situations.
Yes.
I just don't think, like, Jackass they wouldn't let Jackass be made
Made
now,
now.
not the same as it was, like, where they were literally it was just men literally just pissing about doing whatever they wanted, like, completely free to do whatever they
Yeah.
wanted, like, most vulgar things.
I mean, I honestly, sometimes I just watch some of those old clips and I'm like, "What?
You're like, "Who
Why?
let this happen?"
Like, why? Why is that fun? Tell me. Why is it fun?"
But you just wouldn't see it now, would you? There was just, like, this
No.
I don't know, just things I feel like, I guess even just safe health and safety
Oh,
things will
yeah.
be so different now.
I
Like,
also
they just wouldn't let things slide like that.
no, which I think it's I mean, I get it, but it's also a
Mhm.
problem because then, as we said, everything that we see is too polished.
Yeah.
We need to include absolutely everything. Will it be like that in real life?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we cannot say this word and we cannot do this thing, and at the end, it's being like, well, I don't feel really like it doesn't relate to real life, right?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
reality TV is supposed to be
Yeah.
reality. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
fiction, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think, like, there's a level of, like I feel like they have to manage things a certain way, but it's almost like everything's too
To
managed, like,
manage.
too
Yeah,
manufactured, like,
yeah,
put yeah, that you don't get to see just real interactions,
yeah.
you know? And I think, yeah, it's just different, just the whole approach. Like we said though, like, we even think the top model, like, now, I if I
Mm,
watched it now and it was happening now, I'd probably be like, "Ooh," with certain things like, "Oh, that shouldn't be
yeah,
happening because just times change and the world
yeah,
changes."
yeah.
But at the time, there was it
But at
worked.
the time, because at the time the industry was that way, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You had to
yeah,
be certain size, you need to look certain way,
yeah,
and I mean, the comments were very harsh.
yeah,
But I'm
yeah,
pretty sure that's what they will be facing as well on a casting or
yeah,
what the industry was, right?
yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't survive in that industry, that's for sure.
No, me neither.
Like, honestly, this cutthroat big
Yeah,
time. But yeah, I mean, I guess like
yeah,
now the shows you said will be very different because we like the I mean, I was gonna say they accept every
mhm,
size, but not
yeah,
really.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
It's not like a
yeah,
thing that is a general
yeah, yeah,
thing now. Some
yeah.
brands do, some brands don't still, so
Yeah, and the type of designer, if they're like
mm,
couture and they only make for
yeah.
it's so different for different types of things.
Uh-huh.
Another thing I've just realized is that I think nowadays with access to the world that we have, like when we were younger, programs were like a window to the world that we didn't get to see.
Mhm.
Like we didn't have I mean, the only social media we had was like MSN where we talked to people from school or whatever, but we didn't like, watching TV shows like Gossip Girl was like,
Mhm.
"Wow, like, people live like this." It's
Yeah.
almost like you were getting, like, in those model programs, it was like you were getting this look into a world that you don't get to see on the daily,
Mhm.
so I feel like there was more, like, magic in seeing, especially TV
Yes.
shows, like, not reality TV, but TV shows. There was more of, like, a magic to them.
Mhm.
Whereas now we just see people living all these different lives in different places around the world every day on our phones. So programs don't have that same, like, magic to them
Yeah.
that they had before.
Yeah. I agree.
Like yeah, we'd look at their lives and we'd be like, "Wow," like Gossip Girl would be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
everyone wanted to be the characters in the program and get to experience that life."
Yeah. Yeah. And like Oliver tells me very often, like, why do you like the Kardashians? Why do you like the Real Housewives? They're just like really rich people and and I'm like, but
Yeah.
maybe that's why I like it, because I get to see a life that I'm not living.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
on the other side, they are everything is so real, like they're flipping tables and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
entertaining, you know?
Human behavior is interesting.
It is.
Let's be honest, like, reality TV shows do well because it's interesting to look at human behavior and why people are
Mhm.
behaving certain ways and stuff.
Yes.
That's like I find psychology and stuff really interesting, which I think
Yes.
is part of why I like true crime and stuff as well. Like
Mhm.
just analyzing people's behaviors, like what's going on in their brains to make them act a certain way is
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I feel like now some people are trying to get back to the formula of movies and TV
Yeah.
shows that were back in the day because
Mhm.
they see that, hmm, why are most of the people watching shows that are old shows and they're not watching the new ones, right? So let's
Mm.
try to see what like crack the formula and just follow that formula. There is a movie on Netflix now called The Wrong Paris,
Oh, yeah, I watched it.
and it just follows the formula of like the movies back then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though it's a longer movie, you are
Yeah.
engaged throughout the whole thing. So
Yeah.
hopefully we will start seeing some TV shows as well following that.
Yeah. I think there's like a throwaway culture now because there's so much choice as well.
Oh
Like
yeah.
programs that we watched when we were younger, like they were precious to us because it was
Hmm.
like we only had access to a certain amount of programs that were on telly at the
Oh, yeah,
time.
because also there was not that much time between, like,
Yeah.
6 p.m. to 11 p.m. or whatever to see many
Yeah.
shows.
So we had this like loyalty to our favorite
Mhm.
shows and would just sit down to watch them. Whereas now it's just like you can just
Yeah,
watch a bit and be like rubbish,
yeah,
turn it off,
next.
pick something else. Yeah.
And the worst was when 2 of your TV shows were at the same time in different
Oh,
channels. It's like, "What do I
yeah.
watch?
Yeah.
This week this one, next week this one," and then when do they do the replay of the
Yeah.
episode? On the
Yeah.
weekend? You had to record one
Yeah.
and then watch the other on another TV.
Yeah. Or like I can't remember when it happened, but at some point the plus one channels came into play. You know, you'd
Ah,
have the
well,
channel, then you'd have the channel
you
plus one, and
guys
then they'd be like, "Oh, this is the trick."
You guys were ahead of Spain. We didn't have the plus channels until like
Yeah, I don't know when we got
later.
it. I can't remember. My memory's not great, so I don't remember at that age if I could watch the plus one or not. So someone let me know if you're listening and you remember when we had that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I know that in Spain we really didn't have that plus channel until my late.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So we definitely had it younger than that, but I don't remember when I had it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's such a great idea because sometimes we just scroll and you're like, oh, the movie's it's halfway
Yeah.
through. Okay,
Yeah.
in half an
It
hour, let's start again. The plus
it
channel.
must have been it must have been fairly early because now, like, at the time they must have thought they were genius doing that, but
Yeah.
now everything's on demand, so there's not really any use for it anymore, is there? But
Is there any use in real TV, like in regular TV?
well, I was thinking that. Like, I was just thinking to myself, because there are still channels on there, so like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't watch Love Island anymore, but Love Island is do you have to wait week after week, do you know? Is that on normal TV?
I think
Or
yeah, it's a
day
normal
every day?
TV, but there is like something every day, I think, and then once a week is the
Yeah.
eliminations or something like that. No, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
every
with
day,
Big
but that
Brother
they
and
have to
things
wait
like that.
until that time of day, or I
Yeah, I
guess
think so.
you've
Yeah,
got, like, ITV Player or whatever now where you can watch things or
yeah,
whenever. But yeah, I feel like soon that will just be gone. I don't think there'll be programs on at certain times of the day, like, why would there be?
yeah.
Just can't
And
see it last.
things are changing so much. So we see that obviously we was explained just how TV has been changing, but
Mhm.
the change that is shifting now to more digital content on your phone,
Yeah,
most of it.
mhm.
And, podcasting now,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot,
yeah,
crazy amount of, like, content that was moving from being TV
yeah,
to going
yeah,
on podcasting and just you're still in a studio filming everything. People can
mhm.
listen to the whole episode and then watch highlights and stuff on your
Yeah,
TikTok or Instagram or the
yeah,
whole episode on YouTube.
yeah. I found my behavior has definitely changed myself. Like, if I'm home on my own on my day off, I won't sit and like put the TV on and look for something to watch and watch
Mhm.
TV. Like, I will need to multitask. So
Yeah.
I'll like put something on my phone that I can move around the house with me and just pop up
Ah,
wherever. Like I'll have it in my wash basket with when I get the
yeah.
washing out the thing, and then I'll take it up with me, and then I'll prop it up at one wardrobe while I'm sorting through the clothes and hanging those ones up, and then I'll carry it around the house with me.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
I do end up watching YouTube or listening to a true crime podcast or
Mhm.
something that
Yes.
means that I'm moving around. Or even if I sit down, if I'm gonna have a quick break,
Oh, yeah.
or if I've got half an hour before I go, I'm not gonna find something to watch on the TV because it's too
No.
time consuming. I'll just stick something on my phone that I can watch for 30 minutes.
Yes.
So that's definitely a behavior shift that I've had over time where I go to my phone for entertainment more than I ever did.
Yes. Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm inspired. I feel like I'm gonna have to go and watch. Where am I gonna start? I'm gonna have so many programs to go and watch now. I feel like I need to do Gilmore Girls now because it's like season
Yes.
appropriate, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to start
You
that
have to.
first,
You
and then
have
I'll
to.
move on to the next.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Well, I think it's been a great little intro to start and just get, warm up for
Okay.
all the different episodes that we have coming. We have very, very interesting ones. And please keep an eye on our Instagram because we're still looking for certain people to talk about women's health and a couple of more topics.
Okay.
So if you are one or you know of someone, please let us know because yeah, we're gonna have a lot of topics, but we would like to have someone that is more of an expert
Okay.
to talk about it.
Yeah. And our
Yes.
next episode is about IVF, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
So you have to
So
join us.
yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us in our first episode of season 4. I was gonna say like there is nothing for you to look into the description and like vote or help us with anything at the moment. So this is gonna be a little bit of a short intro. And thank you so much for being like faithful listeners to us and just being back with us for another season. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode.
Goodbye.
Bye.